Yeah, let's just do that. What an incredible game, and CLG coming back in the series here, and again with a very, very close ending. Let's talk about the rest of the game maybe. The Caitlyn pick for double lift with the Nunu, it did actually work out for them.
One of the things I want to say is the difference between this game and the other games is CLG actually got some dragons this game. Even though he did mess up the one smite steal, went down to 3 health, but at least they got some dragons. They had some couple Baron blunders, but they're actually getting objectives this time. God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this game. We had this series of back and forth throws at Baron, then suddenly Gambit forgot that their comps all around poking and sieging, and like they just decided to run into the base, get some towers, and then die. It was sloppy. It was really solo queue. I feel like Gambit took their foot off the pedal and felt like they had this because the way they've been winning game 1 and 2 have been these really close fights in which they just get the narrow edge every time by just going super aggressive, but this time like they just went too hard, and I still stand by the fact that if they picked Mundo top, they had...
Or Maokai even.
Yeah, more of a Mundo because Maokai has a rougher lane into the Rumble in hindsight, but like if they had a Mundo, they could do this crazy stuff, but in the end they would end up with a tank. Now they did this crazy stuff, and they ended up with a lot of squishy people, and at one point they couldn't burst double lift anymore, and that's when you realize like, oh boy, we just threw the game too hard. Because if you can't touch double lift, then he's just gonna clean up one by one.
All right, choose one moment that tilted the game. I'm just kidding. Let's actually take a look at the end phase of the game where CLG decides to push. Let's get that replay up on the screen. This time it wasn't an even trade, and they knew they had it.
All right, so this is actually a really sneaky play by Gambit. This could have worked out to trade 2 inhibitors because you saw how they set up the wards in the middle of the lane so they could see the people going. So they knew that nobody's going to interrupt him, but they forgot about the Rumble. So he's actually going to TP back in to stop them from porting back in to help. And of course they have Nunu Caitlyn, which is like the god of destroying. Like, look at this, just taking out this tower, and they can't even walk to do anything. Like Janna can't do anything. Lissandra goes in. He has Merc Scimitar to cleanse the Lissandra ulti, and
he has those Baron buff on the creeps as well at the same time.
Yeah, they're just trying to base race Baron, and Rumble's just stopping the ports. This is like watching Trick2G stream or something like that. I don't know, man.
This is pretty textbook play by CLG, but yeah, you look at it, you know. Gabashard goes in, even has to ulti himself, he knows Q says he's on double lift, then Pinoy, like, his team is about to come back, you know. I think if they waited, they had maybe a small chance, you know. Just send in Lissandra, let her stall with ulti Zonias, and then try to win that 3v5, because Rumble is still chasing very far. He can't close the gap. You have that very few seconds where you have Jace and Pinoy, but Pinoy, he basically Valkyried into the Syndra QE combo that actually was aimed at Lissandra, so... I mean, there was a very telegraphed QE from Syndra coming out there. He should never get hit by that. And this is just Gambit's over-eagerness, punishing him this game. Maybe next game it'll work out again, but yeah, very, very sloppy game.
Yeah, I don't know if it's overconfidence from Kabashar, because Lissandra isn't a bad pick in any means, but do you think that they will stay with this comp and then just go for a tanky top laner?
Well, I don't think they're going to be able to get that same ban pick phase since they're going to be on a different side, but I don't know. I think they're going to go back to targeting the jungle bans, probably try to put Thinkard. Well, they showed that he can play Nunu, so they might even ban that. So I think they'll target ban the jungle and...
I don't know. Can he play? I mean, Gambit should have just won this game. This Nunu was useless the entire. And this is not saying, oh, Thinkard misplayed his genius champion. You know, he's.
Well, it's Nunu the one champion they actually got objectives on. Even though like there was some Baron throws in there, and then some more throws, and then throwing on throws. So
I don't know, man. If Gambit played this game out or just had a little more like attention to vision control, but then again, I don't think that's gonna come in this series. It's really. It feels like Edward's side zone runs out by the time he reaches the river because either his teammates are not buying wards or they're just pushed back. I've never seen Gambit in this series win a fight, move into the jungle, ward it up, back, and then base to a different quadrant of the map. So they have basically pressure in one side of the map and the other side warded, and they have full control of the game. No, they win a fight, and then they back off, and then they're fighting for vision one more time because they run out of wards so quickly. So I really want to see Gambit pay a little more attention to that. And then, yeah, CLG... Find a comfortable jungler for Thinkard early in the draft, I think, is really important.
Yeah, I think that first blood helped them out a lot, too.
Because you're not supposed to get that on the Nunu.
Dude, that's Nunu's power spike, man. Then he get the consume. Oh, my God. Wait, no, it didn't do anything. It was nothing.
Well, I don't know if they're going to take too much from this game. Well, from CLG side, they will definitely take momentum, but we will see what they can do with it as we go into Game 4 after the break.